Okay, we're off to the races at Bathurst. Mount Panorama Circuit. And let's get this show on the road. So, wheel brakes off. Into burner, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I'm going to give a lot of backstick here and hold it back. And gear up. Out of burner. Because this thing gets away on you really quickly. And it's configuring itself. Yeah, it looks good. Right, didn't need to throttle back that much. Righto, so let's go right to Mount Panorama. Which is just south of Bathurst. Let's go to the top camera. And here it is on the left. Couldn't see it for looking. Now, this is what you really want on all these landmarks, except for the radio mast in your direction of flight. But look at the sign on the mountain. It lets you know exactly where you are. Mount Panorama. Iconic Aussie racing circuit. I've actually not driven around it, but been driven around it in a mini moke, which is about as far as you can get from the supercars that race around it as is possible. Nonetheless, it was great fun. I'm going to fly around it again. And it should be trying to find the grandstands and the hotels, etc. So here are the hotels, and just to the left is the grandstands. Yeah, that's awesome. Look at that. There's even there's actually not a crowd down there, but somebody's cleaning the red seats. I can see that. Righto. So I'll come back there probably in a helicopter and fly around the whole circuit, maybe in a bush aircraft. Now the rest of the flight is dams, dam, 6 dams actually, which is a bit of a treat. So Ben Chifley Dam, named after one of Australia's first Prime Ministers. Let's get that camera under control again. There it is. Watch the power lines. Doing just over 200 knots. Awesome. So this first dam is only 8 miles away to the southeast. We should be able to see it directly. There it is, coming into view at 12 o'clock. Alright, let's get down lower. Still sitting on 200 knots. Let's get up to about 300. This looks like someone's mini racetrack. It's where the young people practice to work towards their dreams of one day driving around Mount Panorama. I like it. Just past the bright green field, we should see Ben Chifley Dam. And then it's 15 miles southeast to the town of Oberon. It's quite cold here. What's the temperature today? 7 degrees. Actually, I'm going to put the pitot heat on. it does snow around here, and it is getting into winter. So there we go, Ben Chifley Dam. Awesome. Fly along the dam, we'll get us headed towards Oberon. Try some different camera angles, nice. Got the high camera there, wingtip cam there, looking good. Beautiful. I did try to turn that synthetic aperture radar off earlier on. Here's the next button. Yeah, it's on, can't turn it off. I'm sure there's a way to do it. Because that computation does chew frame rates, I found. Not that I've noticed it having an adverse effect here, but just FYI. Okay, back to the landscape. I'll actually pan this right hand camera around to the front. There we go. Radio mast coming up on the left. Okay, so there's another dam here at Oberon, and the dam's called Oberon Dam. So a big body of water, and Oberon is just to the left. Let's pan the camera left. There's Oberon. Awesome. Flying over the dam, then we're going to keep turning left to head northeast. And a golf course right on the dam. Excellent. So I guess if you chip your balls off that fairway, they're gone forever. Nice, but it's interesting. Golf course on a hill. It's quite hilly actually. I like it. And there's Oberon Dam. Right, 90 degrees left. Over Oberon. And let's get ourselves sorted out here. Right. Come slightly right. The throttled right back. I wonder if it felt different. Sit on about 80%. Next stop, Lyle Dam. It's about 16 miles away, I think 15 miles. Let's see if the I haven't worked out the modes for this moving map. Doesn't matter. Thought we might get a readout up here. Probably can. Anyway, I'm sure the residents of Oberon loved our tiger paint scheme. So Bathurst, yes, very important town in central west New South Wales. Very rugged landscape here too, in parts. In fact, it's all pretty hilly around here. Let's go to the left wingtip cam there. Let's push it up, 400 knots, 450. Coming up to 500. Just like that. Beautiful green pastures. I'm going to back off because I want to spot this dam. It's coming up. Here it is. Beautiful. Boom. Dam Busters revisited. Okay, around 400 knots, peeling off to the north, watching out for these power lines. Lots of dams around here. And wacko! Massive upgrade since I was here last time, very exciting. Thanks to the I Love IFR people, Wallerawang has come alive. Huge power station which I drove past on the way out here. I was very disappointed on my recce flight for this mission to see none of these giant chimneys and emitting steam, by the way. Very clean. And here they are. And the associated power lines. Oh, this is awesome. This is great. Wacko. That was a thrill. Did not expect to see that. I'm going to slow up. That is awesome. With the power lines too. Fantastic. I think I should pop some smoke of my own as I fly past, I think. As a tribute. Yep. Let's do it. There we go. I've got a reverse cam on here. There it is, yep. There we go, got my own smoke. I'm sure they appreciate that. Smoke on smoke. It's fantastic. That's made my day. I'm gonna have another look. And there's my smoke. That is also awesome. Persistent smoke trails. That is an awesome upgrade to the aircraft. Look at that. Previously, in the beginning, when you turned the smoke off, apparently the trails disappear, but now they just hang there and slowly. I mean, that's just supercalifragilistic, expialidocious. And secondary power stations over here. Let's have a look at them. Yeah, this was an important area to come to. Huge coal mining operations out here feeding these power stations, which keep the lights on, keep the computers going, keep the flight sims running in New South Wales. And it's so nice to see the coal mining going on right here. And the power station right next to it. Well, that is so efficient. I love it. Watch the speed. Oh, it's plenty of speed, about 280. They've got 3 big chimneys there. That is so nice. Let's see if we can get a wingtip view as we go over. Yep, we can. And once again, I'll try to rotate the camera and blend, if I can find the button, some of my own smoke into the picture. That's awesome. Watch the speed there, watch the speed. Going over the top about 210 knots.
Traffic, generic Victor Hotel, Papa X-Ray Hotel, taking off runway 17 west departure.
Still got my smoke running, yep. Now we're getting overwhelmed by events here. Between the big chimneys, my smoke, and playing with the GoPros. So let's dial it back. I'm going to cancel my smoke. Just getting used to where this button is. It's got a distinctive shape to it. There it is. Smoke's off. Right. That is a heap of fun. So Wallerawang comes to life thanks to IFR version 3. Or region 3, sorry. Fantastic. Makes such a difference. And look at my smoke still hanging over there. That's so awesome. Right. So where are we up to? We're doing a flight here. Looking for Wallerang Dam and the power station. Now heading down to check waypoint 6, Thompson's Creek Dam. Righto. Check the map. Yeah, so waypoint 5 was where I was fooling about, and if you just did a leisurely 90-degree left-hand turn, you would come to this dam, Thompson's Dam. Lots of dams out here. Let's get the wingtip view going on. There we go. And now we're peeling off to the west. Now, Winburndale Dam, which was a new one for me. I only discovered this by accident. As I flew back from where we were to Bathurst. One of the many recce flights. I think originally I'd gone south back to the highway and then decided to poke around the mountains to the north a little bit and found this delightful little dam coming up. Just turn the auto stabilisation off for the camera, so it's going to bounce around a bit as we break through 400 knots. Pretty much heading for that gap, as I recall, in the range, and I believe the dam is just in there somewhere. Come back through about 330 knots. Let's keep the power a bit. The dam should be just down here. There it is. It's coming up. There's a body of water, and here's the dam. Awesome. Then we just continue straight ahead to Bathurst. Fantastic. Just rotate this right camera forward a bit. There we go. It's 400 knots. See a flashing light down there, must be traffic coming towards us, I think. Traffic on the ground at the airport. We're at the airport. Excellent. I'll just get this camera back to the left and we'll do a break over the airport. That's what I want. Nice. Okay, back in the cockpit. And we're landing in that direction. So I'm going to go over the top. And I think I'll pop some smoke as I do so. Okay, smoke activated. Over we go. Throttle back. There's our smoke. Isn't that cool? Here comes the airport, 200 knots. Don't get too slow. Ease back on the stick. 160 knots, it's a bit slow. Okay, so I'll make this our downwind. I'll leave the smoke on for a bit. Throttle's right back. Come up to 400 knots, about 500 feet above the ground. Going to pull into crosswind. Still no throttle. Just going to keep it about 350 knots. So come. There's our smoke up there. Check that out. That's awesome. Oh, look at that. Right. Focus on the landing. Check out the smoke later. That is great. Love it. That is so cool. Right, gear down, I would say. Yep, and let's do an easy turn to final. Got 3 greens. Keep it over 200 knots in the turn. Let's pull it around a bit tighter. We back off now on the throttle. Yeah, we've got a little bit wide. It's getting close. And we're going to pop the air brake. Oh, look at that smoke. Yeah, don't get distracted. That is awesome. Right. Flying manually here. Going to put the air brake back in now, I'd say. Air brake in. Give it a bit more gas. Coming down fast, but I'm going to flare to reduce that. Get my hand near the reverse thrust and reverse thrust. Oh, get all the wheels down, and I did not get reverse thrust. I'd say go around. Speed brakes in, pull it up, gear up. Why did I get reverse thrust? Because I turned my landing lights on, which is a switch above reverse thrust, that's why. Okay. Now I purposely put the reverse thrust at the bottom of that panel, so I've just got to learn to feel. It's right next to the gear lever. Just got to remember it's at the bottom of the panel for a reason. Right. I love that persistent smoke. I can't say too much about that. Right, let's try again. I think it was a good decision to go around there. This time I'll get my hand over the reverse thrust more quickly. Right, so let's go a bit wider too, because we did swing wide on that previous landing. Okay, round we go. And throttle back, gear down, add some power. Pull a bit harder. Oh, we've gone super wide, haven't we? Yeah. Yeah, super wide, so less talking, more flying. Gear up. Going to cross midfield, do it again. Just cross this building here with a tower next to it. The runway in sight. Yeah, okay, we should be able to do it from here. Righto, gear down. Pull harder this time. Stall warning, careful. Right. Yeah, I didn't pull hard enough before. Righto. Get the head in the game. Throttle right back. Got 3 greens. Landing through our smoke. I'm going to tap the air brake. And I'll put it in now. Get the hand
Power.
definitely over the reverse thrusters now. Okay, there's flare. Reverse thrusters engaged and throttle up. Okay, it'll work this time. Throttle back. Disengage reverse thrusters. And we're down. Whew. Okay, where there's smoke, there's fire, so they say.